Even further up the leaderboard. Automobile dashing away. Bamaka is off to a blazing start, darting ahead of the pack. Mr. Drex isn't far behind, doing his best to keep the pressure on. Just as Zeke is holding steady in third, looking for an opportunity to catch those leaders. This is shaping up to be an intense battle right from the get-go. Aminan from Team Navgum Kings is in 5 after successfully overtaking Captain Potato, who is now dropped to 6. Captain Potato managed to gain an advantage over Hugger 3, allowing him to reclaim a position up to 6. The battle for Seven is intensifying, with Hugger 3 and the man closely contesting that position, exchanging positions in quick succession. Kokibin Entity has made a significant move, quickly climbing to the front of the pack after overtaking 15 cars, now securing pole. Meanwhile, Theds has faced difficulties, dropping back 6 positions to 16. In the battle for the lead, Kokibin Entity successfully overtook Mr. Drex, solidifying their position at the top. Cedric has made an impressive move, overtaking 4 cars to secure P21. Meanwhile, Twix 560 and Maya are struggling, dropping 10 positions down to P28. Kokibin is also facing difficulties, falling back 13 positions to P29. The competition is tightening as these dynamics unfold. Captain Potato has successfully moved up to 5 after overtaking Amin Sandwar. The maneuver was executed smoothly on the inside of turn 3, showcasing excellent braking technique. Amundsen now sits in 6, while the top 4 continue to hold their positions. Duff Dad and 1999 September have successfully moved up to Pate after a clean overtake on Hugger 3. Meanwhile, there's an intense battle for P19 between Wasirius Guy in the Cooper T53 and Kamikaze T8 driving the Ferrari 375 F1. Both cars are closely matched, with Wasirius Guy attempting to gain the upper hand. The tension is palpable as they navigate through the corners. Gary No Name has surged into pole, making an impressive move by overtaking 14 cars in quick succession. Mr. Drex has been pushed back to P2 as a result. Meanwhile, Speckman and Amy are struggling, having dropped 7 positions down to P25. The dynamics of the race are shifting rapidly with Gary No Name now leading the pack. Garry's name is currently in P26 after a significant drop of 11 positions. Speckman and Amy have also experienced difficulties, falling back to P27, losing 8 positions in the process. Just Jessica has made a notable advance, moving up to P9 by successfully overtaking both B. Crenshaw and Sir Aaron Bott. The race dynamics are shifting as some cars struggle while others capitalize on opportunities. N29 Kia has successfully moved up to P13 after overtaking Feds. Meanwhile, Neo Texum and Nukambokim are closing in on Feds, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. In another update, One Serious Guy has also made progress, advancing to 16 by passing Rizaldi . Obelix Max has encountered difficulties, dropping back to P27 after losing 8 positions. Meanwhile, Feds has made a strong move up to P13, successfully overtaking N29 Kia Day. Cedric has also gained ground, moving up to P19 by overtaking Deplorable Apple. Cedric has just gained a position, now in P18, after successfully overtaking Kamikaze 38. The maneuver looked clean as Cedric utilized the inside line to make the pass. The race continues to evolve with these strategic changes in position. Count? Patent Tanker has dropped 12 positions and is currently in P26, clearly struggling on the track. Obelix Max is gaining ground, narrowing the gap to Patent Tanker by 594.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Neo Texum and Nukambokim have successfully moved up to 14 after overtaking Wazirius Guy. The race continues to unfold with dynamic positioning changes. Hugger 3 has successfully moved into 7, executing a clean overtake on both Duff Dad and 1999 September. The maneuver was precise, taking advantage of the racing line in the last corner. This shift in position indicates a strong performance from Hugger 3 as they continue to push through the field. Nathan Theoshi has indeed struggled, dropping 6 positions and currently sits at P22. On the other hand, Patent Tanker is making significant progress, narrowing the gap to Isione 1200 by 595.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Deplorable has successfully overtaken Kamikaze 38, advancing to 16. The race dynamics are shifting as drivers jockey for position. Amundsen has dropped back to P11 after struggling with handling issues, losing 6 positions. Speckman and Amy are gaining ground on Nathan Thayoshi, reducing the gap significantly by 522.4 seconds. Meanwhile, the battle for pole is heating up between Fafamaka in the Alfa Romeo 159 and Mistondrex in the Ferrari 375. Both drivers pushing hard to maintain their positions. The dynamics of the race are shifting as these contenders jockey for the lead. Pilot 3. Birkinshaw and Sirarenbot are engaged in a tight battle for position 6. Pilot 3 is currently holding the inside line, while Birkinshaw looks to make a move on the outside. Sirarenbot is closely tailing, waiting for an opportunity to capitalize on any mistakes made by the front two. In another part of the track, Rizaldi Adha has successfully moved up to position 11 after overtaking both Neo Texum and Nukembakum. This shift in positions indicates strong pace from Rizaldi Adha as they push forward in the race. Winzerius Guy has advanced to P11 after a successful overtake on Captain Potato, which puts him in a stronger position as the race progresses. Katsushuk has also made progress, moving up to 16 by overtaking Kamikaze 38. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 fought back, regaining a position and now sits in 17 after overtaking Deploy TV Victoire. The dynamics are shifting as drivers jockey for better placements. Rizaldi Adha from Team Quark Express is making significant progress, reducing the gap to the leader by 6.2 seconds. Huggard 3 has advanced to Fauer after successfully overtaking Birkinshaw and C. Ironbot. As a result, Birkinshaw and C. Ironbot have slipped to 5, having been overtaken by Okayoki 3. Current positions are becoming more competitive as the race continues. Obelixamax is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Patent Tanker by 568.9 seconds. Meanwhile, Neotexum and Nukembakum have advanced to Pen after successfully overtaking Wazirius Guy. In another part of the track, Deplorablipo and Amundsen are locked in a tight battle for P13, with positions shifting as they navigate the turns. Obelixamax is making significant progress, narrowing the gap to Speckman by 567.8 seconds. In the battle for 9th position, Neotexum in the BRMP-25 is currently engaged with Mukembokem, while Wazirius Guy in the Cooper T-53 is also involved in this tight contest. Captain Potato has successfully moved up to 11th place after overtaking both Bucrenshaw and Sir Ironbot. The dynamics are shifting as drivers jockey for their positions. Neotexum and Mukembokem have made significant progress, now sitting in Pate after overtaking 5 cars, including Rizaldi Atta. Captain Potato is struggling, having dropped back 10 positions to P20. The dynamics of the race are shifting as these drivers battle for position. Someone said, "Toaster strap." Hey Amy, if these vehicles were planes, not cars, you'd be a Weird Al song. Can you guess which one? Haha, that's a funny one. I guess Amish Paradise. I mean, I'm definitely not flying anywhere in this race, but I'm always out for a good laugh. Sidrak has been making significant progress, closing the gap to Feds by 591.6 seconds. However, Feds has just overtaken Sidrak and moved up to position 18. Sidrak is still in pursuit, trying to reel Feds back in. The race dynamics are shifting as these two continue to battle for position. Someone said, "Toaster strap." Hey Amy. No, you'd obviously be Airline Amy. That's such a great song. Ha ha. Thanks Toaster strap. I would totally rock that title. We could fly through these laps like airplane speed. Airplane dashing away. Feds is narrowing the gap to Duff Dad in 1999 September, reducing it by 18.6 seconds. Amin San has successfully moved into P11, after overtaking Deplorable Apple from Team Life for Speed. The battle for P11 continues between Amin San and Deplorable Apple, as they jockey for position. One series guy is currently holding on to P9, but Byokunshaw is right on his tail, attempting to make a move. Sir Ironbot is closely trailing behind, waiting for any opportunity to capitalize on their battle. As they approach the next turn, Byokunshaw makes a bold maneuver to the inside. He pulls alongside one serious guy, and it looks like he might take the position. Sir Ironbot is also positioning himself for a potential overtake. The tension is palpable as they head into the corner. Kalsishuk has successfully moved up to P12 after overtaking Amundsen on the main straight. The maneuver was executed cleanly, showcasing excellent acceleration out of the last corner. Feds has successfully moved up to 17 after executing an overtake on Kazushok. The maneuver was clean and showcased good timing as they approached the tight corner. Kazushok has dropped back to P18 now. The race continues to unfold with these positions shifting rapidly. N29 Kia has successfully moved into 5 after executing a clean overtake on Hugud 3. The maneuver was precise, allowing N29 Kia to take advantage of a slight misalignment from Hugud 3 as they approached the tight corner. This change in position could impact the dynamics of the race as N29 Kia now sets their sights on the cars ahead. The competition is heating up as they continue to navigate the track. Green and Yeb is making significant progress as they close the gap to Famaka, now at 584.1 seconds. Patent Tanker is also gaining on Kazushok, with the distance reduced to 581.9 seconds. The race dynamics show a tightening competition, as both Greninjab and Patent Tanker continue to push forward, potentially setting up for overtakes soon. Kamikaze 38 is gaining on Just Jazik, reducing the gap by 590.6 seconds. Meanwhile, the man has successfully moved into 6 after overtaking Rizaldia Adha update. Rizaldia Adha is now in 7, having overtaken Wazirius Guy. The positions are shifting as the race progresses. Duff Dad and 1999 September have successfully advanced to 14 after executing a clean overtake on Just Jazik. Meanwhile, Feds has also made progress, moving up to 16 by overtaking Famaka. The race continues to see strategic maneuvers as drivers push for better positions. Duff Dad and 1999 September have successfully moved up to P13 after overtaking Amansan T. Meanwhile, Feds is making significant progress, narrowing the gap to Just Jazik by 2.5 seconds. Patent Tanker has gained a position, and is now in P19 after successfully overtaking Famaka. The maneuver appears clean, and Patent Tanker maintains good speed as they move forward in the pack. Sidrak is making significant progress, closing the gap to Feds from Team, also known name, racing by 580.9 seconds. The distance between them is shrinking rapidly, indicating a potential overtaking opportunity if this pace continues. Feds from Team also No Name Racing has significantly closed the gap on Just Jazik by 584.7 seconds, indicating a strong push forward. Meanwhile, Obelix Amax is also making strides, reducing the distance to Patent Tanker by 554.9 seconds. In a tight battle for fourth place, Hug 3 and N29 Kia are engaged in an intense duel, showcasing competitive racing dynamic. The race continues to evolve as positions shift. Reningjev has gained momentum, now holding P2 after a successful overtake on Okayoki 3. Crenshaw and Sirianbot have both made significant moves, advancing to 7 by getting past Uzirius Goy. Meanwhile, Cydric has also made progress, moving up to 16 after overtaking DeepBoyTV.T. Deplorableapple and the man are locked in a tight battle for 9th position. Deplorableapple is currently ahead, but the man is closing the gap quickly as they approach the next turn. The man makes a bold move on the inside, attempting to overtake. They are side by side now coming into the corner. Deplorableapple holds the line and retains 9th place for the moment, but the man is not giving up easily. The dynamic between these two cars adds an interesting layer to the race as they continue to jostle for position. Meanwhile, the rest of the field maintains their gaps, with no significant changes in the top 8. Dad said, "Hey Amy, who has the fastest lap so far?" The fastest lap so far is by Famaka in the Alfa Romeo 159, with a time of 1:20.664. That's some serious speed. Racing car dashing away. Kamikaze 38 has significantly reduced the gap to Crenshaw and Sirianbot, now trailing by only 16.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Obelix Amex has successfully overtaken Patentenka, advancing to P-team in the standings. The race dynamics are shifting as positions begin to change. Patentanker is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Obelix Sarmax by 6.7 seconds. Just Jezik from Team S1 is also gaining ground, closing in on Amundsen by 2.1 seconds. The race dynamics are tightening as both drivers push to improve their positions. Winzerius Guy has successfully closed the gap to Rizaldi Adha by 2 seconds, indicating a strong push for position. Meanwhile, Patton Tanker is also showing impressive pace, reducing the distance to Obelix Salmax by 2.1 seconds. Both drivers are gaining on their targets and intensifying the competition as they approach the next corner. Hugger 3 has successfully moved into P3 after overtaking N29 Kia Ade. In response, N29 Kia has reclaimed some ground, taking foul from Okayoki 3 Duitoi. Meanwhile, Patton Tanker has made notable progress as well, advancing to P18 by overtaking Obelix Salmax. The race continues to shift positions dynamically. Deplorably, Apple has made a significant move, now in P8 after successfully overtaking both Bucrenshaw and Sirironbot. As a result, Bucrenshaw and Sirironbot have slipped to P9. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 has also gained ground, moving up to Pen by overtaking Okayoki 3 twice. The positions are shifting rapidly as the race progresses. Feds has successfully moved up to P13, executing a clean overtake on Okayoki 3 from Team Racing Potatoes. The maneuver was precise, showcasing Fed's strategic driving skills as they navigate the track. Feds is gaining on Duffdad and 1999 Setembro, reducing the gap by 17.8 seconds. Cedric has advanced to 15 after successfully overtaking Okayoki 3 from Team Racing Potatoes. Race dynamics are shifting as we see these positions change. Feds has advanced to P13 after successfully overtaking both Duffdad and 1999 Setembro in a well-executed maneuver. The move appears to be a strategic use of the slipstream, allowing Feds to gain speed and position effectively. The battle for P12 is now heating up as they chase down the car ahead. Hugget 3 has successfully moved into P2, executing a clean overtake on N29 Kia. Following that, N29 Kia has regained some momentum, now in P3 after passing Greninja. Meanwhile, the man is making notable progress, closing the gap to leader Rizaldi Adha by 2.8 seconds. The dynamics are shifting as positions change and gaps shrink. Rizaldi Ada is making significant progress, reducing the gap to One Serious Guy by 593.5 seconds. At the same time, Okayoki 3 is closing in on both Duff Dad and 1999 September, narrowing the distance by 104.4 seconds. In another development, Gyeokronshaw and Sirairanbot have successfully moved up to 7th place after overtaking Waziri's Guy. Race dynamics are shifting as positions change. Deplorably, Apple has successfully moved into 5, executing overtakes on both Gyeokronshaw and Sirairanbot. This places Gyeokronshaw and Sirairanbot in 6 after losing positions. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy is gaining on the man, reducing the gap by 3-4 seconds as they push forward. Haggard 3 has successfully executed an overtake on Greninjip, moving into P2. Meanwhile, Greninjip has responded with an overtake on N29 Kie, securing P3 for himself. In the mid-pack, Feds has made a notable advancement to P12 by overtaking Kamikaze 38. N29 Kia has significantly reduced the gap to deplorably poor, now trailing by just 13.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Gyeokronshaw and Sirairanbot are making strides as well, closing in on N29 Kia with a 26.4 second deficit. The dynamic between these three is intensifying as they jockey for position. Just Jazik from Team S1 is showing impressive speed, significantly reducing the gap to Amundsen. The distance between them has narrowed by 18.2 seconds. Meanwhile, the rest of the field remains stable, with no major changes in positioning. Overtaking attempts are still anticipated as Just Jazik continues to push forward. Cedric has made significant progress, reducing the gap to Amundsen by 18.2 seconds. The positioning is tightening as Cedric approaches Amundsen, who currently holds the lead. This could set up for a potential overtake as Cedric maintains this pace. Meanwhile, the other competitors are holding steady in their positions, but attention is focused on the battle for the front. Gyeokronshaw and Sirairanbot have successfully moved up to 5, executing a clean overtake on N29 Key. The two cars worked in tandem to gain the advantage, showcasing impressive strategy and coordination. N29 Kia now finds itself in 6 as the race continues to unfold. N29 Kia has lost significant ground, dropping 6 positions to P11. Meanwhile, Winzerius from No Name Racing has made progress, advancing to P5 after successfully overtaking the man. The man has responded by moving up to 6, getting past Rizaldi Ada in the process. The dynamic at the mid-pack is intensifying as these drivers jostle for position. Grinningjep is currently in 10, after dropping 8 positions due to ongoing issues. Sidrek is making significant progress, closing the gap to Feds by 9.8 seconds, as they push toward the front. Hugget 3 has successfully overtaken Deplorably Apple, and has advanced to P2, positioning themselves strongly in the race. Miss Stondrex said, "Hey Amy, how is first going?" "Hey there, Miss Stondrex. Looks like you're cruising in first place like a boss. Just don't get too comfy. Those Cooper T53s are sneaking up from the back. Keep that pedal to the metal, or they'll dash in." Winzerius Guy is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Deplorably Apple from Team Live for speed by 579.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Cedric has successfully overtaken Feds, and has moved up to P12E. The race dynamics are shifting as positions change. N29 Key has significantly decreased the gap to Grinningjip, now trailing by just 570.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Winzerius from No Name Racing has made a solid move up to Pfaua, successfully overtaking the man. Additionally, Rizaldi Adha is closing in, reducing the distance to the man by 2.1 seconds. The dynamics are shifting rapidly as these drivers position themselves for potential overtakes. Okayoki 3 is now just 1.5 seconds behind Duff Dad, applying pressure as they approach the next corner. Meanwhile, 1999's Tembro is holding a steady position in front, but will need to defend against Okayoki 3's advances. The gap between Okayoki 3 and 1999's Tembro is currently 2 seconds. In the back, we see Turbo Turtle trying to make a move on Speed Dude, closing in with a mere half-second difference. The race dynamics are shifting as drivers adjust their strategies for optimal positioning. Currently, Okayoki 3 has significantly closed the gap to Duff Dad and 1999's Tembro by 15.1 seconds. The man has successfully moved into power after overtaking Wazirius Sky. Now, the man and Wazirius Sky are engaged in an ongoing battle for that fourth position, with both cars closely trailing each other. The race dynamics are tightening as positions shift in this intense competition. Welcome back over Misterioso. Party Popper, we're just watching some speedy AI race cars zooming by. Hope you're ready for some high-octane fun. Racing car dashing away. Deplorably, Apple is making significant progress, rapidly closing the gap to Huggard 3 by 561.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Wazirius Sky from Team Life for Speed is also gaining on Deplorably Apple, reducing the distance by 599.7 seconds. The race dynamics show a tight competition as positions shift and gaps narrow. Wazirius Sky is making a significant move, closing the gap to Huggard 3 by 16.9 seconds. Meanwhile, N29PA from Team, also No Name Racing, is in pursuit of Just Jessic, although the gap is quite large at 575.9 seconds. The focus remains on Wazirius Sky as he continues to reel in Huggard 3. Wazirius Sky is making significant progress as he closes the gap to Huggard 3 by 20.7 seconds. This puts Wazirius Sky in a strong position to potentially overtake in the coming laps, if he maintains this pace. The dynamics of the race are shifting as we watch closely for any further changes in position or strategy. The distance between these two drivers will be critical in the next few moments. Deplorable Apple has advanced to power after successfully overtaking Razali Adha from Team Quark Express. Razali Adha has now taken 5, pushing the Okranshaw and Sir Ironbot down a position. The Okranshaw and Sir Ironbot currently sit in 6 after overtaking the man. The positions are tightening as the race progresses. Aminsand is significantly closing in on the driver from Team Quark Express, now just 570.7 seconds behind. Meanwhile, Feds is also gaining on Sidric, reducing the gap to 586 seconds. Aminsand continues to press forward, maintaining consistent pace, and showing strong determination in this segment of the race. deplorably Apple in the Coupe T53, and Rizaldi Ada in the Ferrari 375 F1 are locked in a tight fight for foul. Deplorably Apple is holding a slight edge, taking advantage of the Coupe's agility in the corners. Rizaldi Ada is right on his tail, looking for an opportunity to draft and make a move down the straight. As they approach the hairpin, Rizaldi Ada dives to the inside, attempting an overtake. It's a close maneuver, but deplorably Apple maintains position as they exit the turn side by side. The battle continues with both cars neck and neck heading towards the next section of the track. Deplorably Apple in the Coupe T53 is currently holding off Rizaldi Ada in the Ferrari 375 F1 as they enter the hairpin. Darableable has maintained a tight line, utilizing the inside track to defend against an overtaking attempt. Rizaldi Ada is trying to gain momentum on the exit, but there's only a car length separating them. As they approach the straight, Rizaldi Ada makes a move to the outside, but Deplorableable positions the Coupe strategically to prevent the overtake. The battle for power is heating up as they approach the next corner. Okioki 3 is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Duff Dad and 1999 September by 17.8 seconds. Currently, Okioki 3 is in a strong position, with both competitors ahead now clearly within reach. The dynamics of the race are shifting as the chase intensifies. Overtaking opportunities may arise soon if the pace continues. The man has gained significant ground, now holding 6 after successfully overtaking both Bjorkrenshaw and Sirarenbot in quick succession. This maneuver showcases his aggressive racing strategy and improved pace. The battle for positions is heating up as the mid-pack drivers jockey for better placements. Aminisan is currently gaining on Bjorkrenshaw and Sirarenbot, reducing the gap by 17.2 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting as they approach the next turn, with Amundsen's car showing improved acceleration. Meanwhile, Bjorkrenshaw and Sirarenbot are maintaining their positions, but the pressure is on as Amundsen closes in rapidly. Overtakes could be imminent if this pace continues. Greeninjep is currently holding position in P9, closely followed by Just Jazik in P10. The Ferrari 375 F1 is showcasing its power with some impressive acceleration, while the Scarab F1 is utilizing its agility to stay on Greeninjep's tail. Just Jazik attempts to make a move on the inside at the first corner, but is unable to complete the overtake. Greeninjep maintains the racing line, keeping Just Jazik at bay for now. Both drivers are pushing hard, and the tension is building as they enter the straight. Just Jazik is looking for any opportunity to capitalize on a mistake. No significant changes in position yet, but the battle for P9 is heating up. Cedric is currently gaining on N29 Kia, reducing the gap by 28.3 seconds in a notable move. The distance between them is decreasing as they approach the next turn. Sayuk appears to be employing an aggressive strategy, potentially positioning for an overtake shortly. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack is maintaining their positions with no significant changes in the top ranks. Cedric is making significant progress, reducing the gap to N29 Kia from Team Also No Name Racing by 572.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and 1999 September are gaining on Feds, closing in by 21.4 seconds. Amin Sun has successfully overtaken Just Jazik, advancing to P9. The race dynamics are shifting as these drivers push their limits. Okeoki 3 has made significant progress, reducing the gap to Duff Dad and 1999 September by 557 seconds in a matter of moments. The race dynamics are shifting as Okeoki 3 gains momentum, positioning itself for a potential overtake. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and 1999 September are maintaining their pace, but they need to watch their mirrors closely as Okeoki 3 approaches. The tension builds as the leaders navigate the track, with Okeoki 3 clearly on the charge. Amingzan has successfully moved into Pate, overtaking Greeninjep from Team Also No Name Racing. This marks a significant gain for Amingzan, who has been showing consistent pace in the previous laps. Meanwhile, Greeninjep will need to regroup and strategize for a potential counterattack as they head into the next corner. The battle for positions remains tight as the pack continues to jostle for dominance. Aminsons has gained ground, now in Pate after successfully overtaking Just Jazik. Just Jazik has responded by moving to P9, having overtaken N29 Kia. Meanwhile, N29 Kia has climbed to Pin by getting past Cedric. The positioning is tightening as the race progresses. Okayoki 3 is rapidly closing the distance on Duff Dad in 1999 September, reducing the gap to 17.4 seconds. In the meantime, Gyeokwon and Sirironbot have successfully moved up to 6 after overtaking the man. The race dynamics are shifting as Okayoki 3 continues to gain on the leaders. Amundsen has reduced the gap to the leader by 4.6 seconds, showing significant pace. Meanwhile, the man remains steady. But Amundsen's speed is impressive as we approach the next corner. The dynamics of this race are shifting as Amundsen gains confidence. Feds is gaining on Greenwich, reducing the gap by 2 seconds in the last lap. Meanwhile, Zeta has fallen back slightly, but is maintaining their position in third place. The battle for the top 2 positions is heating up, as Feds continues to apply pressure on Groningen. Sidrek is making significant progress, reducing the gap to N29 Ki by 240.3 seconds. This indicates a strong performance from Sidrek as they continue to close in on the leader. The dynamics between these two cars will be interesting to watch as the race unfolds. Just Jazik has significantly reduced the gap to Amazon, now just 3.4 seconds behind. The pace is picking up as Just Jazik accelerates through the corners. Meanwhile, in the midfield, Car 42 has executed a successful overtake on Car 919, moving up to 5th place. Up front, Amundsen is maintaining speed but will need to defend against Just Jazik's approaching challenge. The dynamics are shifting as strategies unfold. Duff Dad and 1999 September have made significant progress, reducing the gap to Feds by 21.6 seconds. The two cars are now closely pursuing Feds, which is currently holding on to a solid position in the race. As they approach the next turn, it will be interesting to see if they can execute a successful overtake. Hey, welcome back Hoshivero-sei and Snow TPE. Party Popper, we've missed you both. Buckle up because we're about to witness some AI racing madness. Let's go. Racing car dashing away. Greenyeb has successfully moved up to P11, executing a clean overtake on Cedric. The maneuver was precise, showcasing excellent acceleration out of the corner. Cedric is now in P12, trying to regain position. Hey someone! Fine! Welcome back to the stream. Racing car dashing. Away, we've missed your energy. Grab some popcorn and let's see those AI racers go wild. Pie Pobra. Just Jazik has successfully moved into Pate after a clean overtaking maneuver on Amundsen from Team Nafgom Kings. The two cars approached a tight corner, and Just Jazik utilized the inside line to gain the advantage. Meanwhile, Amundsen holds steady in P9, but is under pressure from the cars behind. The race dynamics are shifting as Just Jazik gains momentum. Height 3 has significantly reduced the distance to Mir Steindrix, now only 543.3 seconds behind. The gap continues to close as Hugger 3 accelerates through the last corner, showcasing improved speed and handling. Meanwhile, other competitors are maintaining their positions, but the focus remains on this developing battle for position. No overtakes have occurred yet, but the tension is building as Hugger 3 approaches. Duffdad and 1999 September are significantly closing in on Feds, with a gap reduction of 91.5 seconds. Amundsen has advanced to Pate after successfully overtaking N29 Kia.R. Meanwhile, N29 Kia has regained position and is now in P9 after passing Just Jazik. The dynamics in the mid-pack are shifting as positions change rapidly. Greenyeb has significantly closed the gap to Just Jazik, reducing it by 553.1 seconds in recent moments. The race dynamics are shifting as Greenyeb increases pace and maneuvers through the track, making a strong push for overtaking. Just Jazik will need to monitor their mirrors closely as this battle intensifies. Meanwhile, positions behind them remain stable, but there could be changes if Greenyeb continues this momentum. Rizaldi Adha is currently in the lead, but the gap is shrinking as the second-place car is gaining ground. reducing the distance by 3.1 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting as we see increased pressure on Ada from behind. It's crucial for Ada to maintain pace to fend off the chasing car. Let's see how this unfolds. Okayoki 3 continues to gain ground on Feds, reducing the gap to 23.4 seconds as they approach the tight corner at turn 5. Feds seems to be struggling with tire wear, while Okayoki 3 maintains a consistent racing line. Behind them, Apex Predator has overtaken Speedster for third place, showcasing impressive cornering speed. The battle for positions is intensifying as Okayoki 3 prepares to make a potential move on Feds in the upcoming straight. Hey Captain Potato. Thanks a ton for the sub. Car Team Face, you're officially our top Spud supporter. Now, let's see if your race car can find some speed as fast as my appreciation. Automobile dashing away, keep those engines revving, folks. Gyeokun and Sirironbot are currently gaining on the leader, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Gyeokun is now in second position, while Sirironbot is closely tailing in third. The dynamics between these three cars are intensifying as they approach a tight corner, which could set up for an overtaking opportunity soon. The car driven by the man is now just 2.9 seconds behind Rizaldi Arta, indicating a significant reduction in distance. The pace appears to be increasing as he aggressively navigates through the turns, maintaining optimal racing lines. Meanwhile, Rizaldi seems to be holding steady but may need to increase speed to fend off the challenge. This could lead to an exciting battle for position in the upcoming laps. Yokusho and Sirironbot are making significant progress, reducing the gap to the leader by 2.1 seconds. The pursuit is intensifying as they navigate the turns, showcasing their speed. Gyeokun is currently in P2. with Sir Ironbot closely behind in P3. Both cars are displaying excellent handling and acceleration, positioning themselves for potential overtakes. The race dynamics are shifting as they approach the next corner. Deplorable Apple has successfully moved up to P3, making a clean overtake on Waziri Sky. The maneuver was executed smoothly on the inside line, allowing for a quick acceleration out of the turn. Waziri Sky is now back to power as they continue to battle for position. The gap between P2 and P3 is tightening as both cars push their limits. Rizaldi Adha is currently gaining on Waziri Sky, reducing the gap between them by 588.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and 1999 September have successfully moved up to 15 after overtaking Okayoki 3D. The dynamics in the mid-pack are shifting as competitors jockey for position. Waziri Sky from Team No Name Racing has significantly reduced the gap to Deplorably Apple, now just 3.4 seconds behind. This is a notable development as we approach the midpoint of the race, and it looks like a potential overtake could be on the horizon if the pace keeps up. Car 23 from Team Quark Express is gaining ground on Rizaldi Adha, significantly reducing the gap. The current distance between them has shrunk by approximately 589.5 seconds, indicating a strong push from Car 23. Meanwhile, other competitors are maintaining their positions, with no overtakes reported in the last few moments. The race continues to be competitive as the AI-driven strategies unfold. Amazon from Team Nafcom Kings is making impressive progress, significantly closing the gap to the man by 542.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Waziri Sky is also gaining ground on Just Jazik, reducing the distance between them to 25.2 seconds. In a notable maneuver, the Okanshaw and Sir Ironbot have successfully moved up to 5, overtaking the man in the process. The dynamics are shifting as these drivers push their limits. Welcome back, Sir Lawrence. Party popper, get ready for high-speed fun and AI shenanigans. Buckle up. Racing car dashing away. Amundsen's has managed to close the gap to the man by 9:30 seconds, indicating a significant push in speed as they approach the final laps. Meanwhile, Groningen is trailing behind Sirius Guy, with an enormous gap of 557.5 seconds still to cover. Amundsen continues to maintain a steady pace, showing strong potential for an overtake soon. The man is now just 2 seconds behind Bjorkenshaw and Sir Ironbot, tightening the competition as he continues to close the gap. The trio is still battling for position, with the man showing impressive pace. This could lead to a potential overtake if he maintains this momentum. Bjorkenshaw and Sir Ironbot will need to defend their positions efficiently to keep him at bay. The tension is building as they navigate the next turn. Groningen has successfully closed the gap to Sirius Guy by 2 seconds, indicating a strong pace as they approach the final sector. The distance between them is now approximately 6.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Sirius Guy is holding steady, but it seems Groningen is gaining momentum. The battle for position is heating up. Groningen has significantly reduced the gap to Sirius Guy. now just 2.1 seconds behind. The pace is picking up as Groningen seems to have found a rhythm, potentially setting up for an overtake in the next few laps. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack is maintaining their positions, but eyes are on that battle for the second place. Okayoki 3 has significantly reduced the gap to Duff Dad in 1999 September by 2.1 seconds, indicating a strong pace. As they approach the next turn, Okayoki 3 is positioning for an overtaking maneuver. Duff Dad maintains a tight line, but 1999 September seems to be losing traction slightly. The battle for the third position is intensifying. Overtake attempt by Okayoki 3 on Duff Dad, successful. Okayoki 3 moves up into third place. Ringier is gaining on one serious guy, reducing the gap to 2 seconds. The pace is quickening as Groningen appears to be setting up for an overtake soon. Meanwhile, behind them, Fast Cat has managed to overtake Speedy Car, moving into third position. The dynamics are shifting as these drivers push their limits. The top four are now tightly packed, making for an exciting race ahead. Deplorable has successfully closed the gap to Huggard 3 by 2.2 seconds, putting pressure on the Nafgum Kings driver. The distance between them is now down to 4.5 seconds as they approach the next corner. Meanwhile, in fifth position, we see Speedy Car attempting to overtake Zipperzoom, who is not giving up easily. The two cars are neck and neck heading into the straightaway. Overtaking opportunities are emerging as the race dynamics shift. Serious Guy has successfully moved up to P9, after executing a clean overtake on N29 Kia, showcasing impressive speed and precision. The gap between them was minimal, but Serious Guy utilized the inside line effectively. Gil Crenshaw is currently holding 5 with Sir Ironbot closely trailing in 6, while the man is right behind in 7. Sir Ironbot attempts an overtake on Gil Crenshaw at the hairpin turn, but is unable to complete it, maintaining the current positions. The man looks for a gap to capitalize on any mistakes from the front two. The battle for 5 is heating up as they head into the straightaway, with all 3 cars within striking distance of each other. The man has successfully moved into 5, overtaking both Gil Crenshaw and Sir Ironbot. This is a significant gain, as he navigated through the corners with impressive precision. The race dynamics continue to evolve with positions shifting rapidly. As they approach the next straight, it will be interesting to see if he can maintain this momentum, or if anyone will challenge him for that position. Duff Dad in the Cooper T53 is currently side by side with 1999 September, also in a Cooper T53, as they push hard for position 15. Okayogi 3 in the Van Wall Liu DUF5 is closely trailing them, looking for an opportunity to capitalize on any mistakes. Duff Dad takes the inside line into the next corner, gaining a slight advantage over 1999 September, who now struggles to maintain the racing line. Okayogi 3 is right there, ready to pounce if either of them falters. The gap is minimal as they head down the straightaway. This battle is intensifying and it could go any way. Cedric has successfully moved up to P11, after executing a clean overtake on Grenenje. The maneuver looked smooth, showcasing Cedric's strategic driving skills. Meanwhile, Greninja appears to be regrouping as they fall back to P12 ST. Feds has moved up to P13, successfully overtaking Greninja. The maneuver was executed on the inside line as they approached the third corner, showing great precision and timing. Greninja now sits in 14, while Feds looks to push further up the grid. Okayoki 3 has significantly closed the gap on Greninja, reducing the distance by 530.3 seconds. The pressure is building as Okayoki 3 continues to gain ground, potentially setting up for an overtake in the upcoming turns. Meanwhile, the rest of the field maintains their positions, with no major changes in the top 5 teams. Currently, Okayoki 3 has advanced to 13 after successfully overtaking both Duff Dad and 1999 Setembro. Following that maneuver, Duff Dad and 1999 Setembro have now moved up to 15 by overtaking Greninja. The positions are shifting as the race continues. Serious Guy is currently defending his position in 9th against N29 Kia, who is closely tailing him. N29 Kia is looking for an opportunity to overtake, trying a few different lines in the corners. As they approach the final turn before the main straight, N29 Kia is gaining ground, inching closer and preparing for a potential slipstream move. The tension is building as they exit the corner. Let's see if N29 Kia can make the overtake stick on the straight. Serious Guy has successfully moved up to P9 after executing an impressive overtake on N29 Kia. The positioning is tightening as the top contenders are beginning to feel the pressure from behind. when Sirius Guy and N29 Kia are locked in a tight battle for the 9th position. Sirius Guy is currently ahead, but N29 Kia is applying pressure, attempting to close the gap on the straight. N29 Kia makes a daring move on the inside at the hairpin turn. They're side by side. It's a close contest as they approach the next turn, when Sirius Guy holds the line while N29 Kia tries to cut back. The positioning remains unchanged for now, but it's an intense fight for that spot. Rizaldi Ada is making significant progress, reducing the gap to deplorably upper by 16.1 seconds. The distance between them continues to shrink as the race unfolds. As we resume the race, Hugged 3 from Team NAF Kings is making significant progress, closing the gap to Mars Stondrex by 537.7 seconds. The two cars are positioned closely, indicating a potential overtaking maneuver in the near future. No other major changes in positions have been noted, but the focus remains on this developing battle between Hugged 3 and Miss Stondrex as they navigate through the course. The man has made significant progress, moving into power after successfully overtaking both Bjorkenshaw and Sirarenbot. This has caused a shift in positions, with Bjorkenshaw and Sirarenbot now sitting in 5 after overtaking Rizaldi Adha. The dynamics are shifting as the competition intensifies. Aminsons is making significant progress, closing the gap to Rizaldi Adha by 565.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 has successfully moved up to 16th position after overtaking Greninja. The race dynamics are shifting as these drivers push their limits.